Hey, I'm Rich the engineer. Today I'm going to show you how to install your nest with your Texas truck claw. First thing you need to do is make sure you've got the right tools to make sure the installation goes according to plan. You got your Texas truck claw fully assembled. You've got your nest with 4 screws. We'll talk about that in a second. I've got a small drill bit, slightly smaller than the screws. I've got an extended Phillips head. I've got my blue tape, a pencil, cordless drill driver, and a cordless drill. Once I've got those, then I go to my next step, which is where my nest is going to land inside the truck. So I've got my Texas truck claw and I've got my nest, and I'm ready to start the install on my truck. Before I do that, I want to show you a couple of things about your nest that you may not even know. Inside the nest is a horizontal magnet that's designed for the Texas truck claw to actually adhere to. Watch this. Now, I'm going to show you how I'm going to land this inside the truck. So, I'm going to install this on the left-hand side of my truck. This is approximately where I want to land it because I want my handle to be on the bed of my truck, and this is roughly where I want the nest to be installed. That's all I'm doing right now, is just getting an idea, because that's where I'm going to put my blue tape so I can mark my hole for the install. So, I've got my blue tape backed up here. I've got my Texas truck claw, and I've got my nest right where I want it. Next thing I do is I take my pencil, and all I'm going to do is mark the holes where I want. If you'll notice, I only marked 2 holes. We've got 4 because that way it gives you the ability to rotate the nest wherever you want. I only need to mark 2 holes because those are the only 2 screws I'm going to use. And you're thinking, well, why did you give me 4? Because we hate at Texas Truck Claw when you lose a screw, you drop a screw, and you can't find it, and you got to get another one. So we made sure to give you extras. So now I'm up in my truck. I've got my drill, and I've got my drill bit. I like to use the 5/64, but as long as you're smaller than the threaded screw, you're going to be fine. I've got my blue tape here with my marks, and now I'm going to drill my pilot holes. That's what it takes. So now I've got my drill driver with my number 2 Phillips head tip, and I've got the slight extension on it. I've got my nest, and I've gone ahead and insert one of the self-tapping screws. So here's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to take the drill driver, put it onto the screw, and then I'm going to hold it up on one of my pilot holes and start screwing it in. But I'm not going to go all the way. I'm going to just let it hang there for a second. Now I'm going to take my second screw, drill driver, number 2 hit bit, and I'm going to insert it into there. Pull out my nest a little bit so I can land my screw. And then stop before I install it the whole way. So I've got my nest landed, and I've got the screws about 1/4 of the way in. If I screwed it all the way in, I wouldn't be able to get the tape off, so that's what I'm going to do now. Now that my blue tape is removed, all I need to do is sink the screws the full amount. Push the nest all the way in, apply my extension, and now my nest is installed. So I've got my nest installed, I've got my Texas truck claw. Let's make sure it fits right where it was supposed to go.